Ladies and gentlemen, it is my great pleasure to present to you the 2012 Bryden Alumni Award winner for Pinnacle Achievement, Kathleen Taylor.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, friends, family. Obviously, you can hear from the video, I very deeply appreciate the honor that you do me today. To be counted among, have you taken time to read these awards at the back of the room? To be counted among the past Bryden Alumni Award winners, but more importantly, tonight's, is truly a very, very extraordinary and distinguished honor. Those of you who know me well know I've been very proud of my association with York University. The truth is that from a very young age, I loved going to school. Chris, I never skipped class. I was one of those kids who was just a do-gooder, always wanted to win that trophy. But like you, I continue to have a tremendous love of learning. And one of the lessons that I took away from my days at the MBA and law school is a story that I'll tell you tonight. But most importantly, when I chose those programs, it wasn't for academic reasons. It was that I knew that graduating from them would take an extraordinarily long time. This was the longest graduate degree in existence at the time that I enrolled. But also, it's fair to say that what I learned while I was there has served me very, very well in my career and provided me with an extraordinary base of knowledge that enabled me, like so many of the recipients before me and those tonight, to go on and pursue my dreams. But I also came away with some very, very practical life skills. These programs were truly a training ground, as you heard me say in the video, for juggling real-life priorities and competing interests. And it's where we learned, as students in both the business school and the law school, to function very well without adequate sleep, something that is extraordinarily important as a parent or if you're traveling around the world all the time. It was also a crash course in time management. So many, many little things that proved to be lifelong lessons for me. And I think we sometimes take for granted some of those experiences that we learn in university, but the non-academic ones can be some of the most important lessons of all. For me, I think the most profound set of memories that I have at York, apart from being underground, was the value of building relationships across all kinds of skill sets, diverse backgrounds, course loads, projects. The people who we juggled project timetables, exam timetables, assignment timetables with, all came from different backgrounds, all came from different cultures, all came from different interests. But we had really, really common interests that brought us together. And those relationships made an indelible impression on me. They had to translate, of course, if you were going to get out of there, into great marks. But they also translated into so many good times that I reflect on more than I can count. And in my business career at Four Seasons, which has now spanned almost 24 years, successful relationships and building them are at the root of our company's success. We operate 90 hotels today in 36 different countries across more cultures and more diverse landscapes than I even experienced when I was at York. And the relationships that we have with guests and customers, our hotel owners, nearly 40,000 employees worldwide today, are really the power behind our company and, I believe, any great organization. When I was growing up, my parents always taught us kids that you would get far in life if you treated other people the way you expected to be treated. And this is a value foundation that forms the culture that is Four Seasons. Key ingredients, I think, to any business success based on relationships. And I think what has brought me really a good deal of success in my business career. These are the ethics that provide us guidance on how to deal with others when they're dealing with us, and really are the most rewarding relationships that we can build in business. But of course, for most of us in this room, the most important relationship of all is the one we have with family, with friends. Anyone with a busy work life knows that you don't get to stand here at these lecterns or have celebrations at these evenings unless you have tremendous support from your family and extended family and friends. My husband and I now are watching our son and our youngest daughter as they now experience what they're going to learn in university. And while we do expect them to move from one year to the next and hopefully get the grades that will allow them to do that, we do help them focus also on the things that are more than just about the coursework. And I really hope that, like I was able to do at York, they can form so many experiences and life skills that will allow them to achieve what they want to achieve out of life. So thank you all, once again, for the extremely distinctive accolade. It's truly an honor to be with you tonight. Thank you.